Being smart is not just about having a high IQ or memorizing facts. It's about how you act, what you choose, what you avoid, and the mental patterns you build over time. People with high intelligence tend to steer clear of things that drain their energy or limit their potential, and we are going to break them down one by one. First, intelligent people avoid meaningless conversations when the only thing to talk about is the weather gossip or the latest meaningless drama. They tend to check out. They don't just fill silence to be polite. They engage only when there is something worth learning, something that sparks curiosity. This does make them rude. It shows that they value depth and substance over filling space with empty words. Second, people with high intelligence usually avoid instant emotional reactions. They do not let their emotions drive big decisions or cloud their judgment. Instead, they pause, reflect, think, and respond in a way that aligns with their values. They know emotions matter. But they also know that acting when emotions are at their peak often leads to regrets. So they take a breath, consider the situation, and choose their words and actions consciously. Another thing they avoid is getting stuck in negativity, whether it is doom scrolling through social media or obsessing over things that cannot be changed. They know negativity is a mental trap. They don't need to read every shocking headline or engage in every online argument. They protect their focus and emotional energy and choose things that add value rather than drain attention. Fourth, intelligent people avoid blind conformity. They do not follow the crowd just because something is trending or popular. They think independently and question norms that everyone accepts without thought. They challenge assumptions, weigh different viewpoints, and come to their own conclusions instead of fitting in. They stand out. And this doesn't mean they are stubborn. It means they value authenticity and rational thinking over peer pressure. And finally, highly intelligent people avoid wasting time on things that offer no growth. They do not chase popularity for its own sake. They do not collect achievements to impress others. They focus on learning, improvement, and experiences that contribute to their growth. They know that deep work and purposeful action produce far more reward than climbing a ladder of superficial success. But let's go deeper, because avoiding these 5 things is not always easy. It requires discipline and self-awareness. It requires you to stop reacting and start choosing. And this is where the transformation begins. When you stop engaging in pointless interactions, your mind becomes clearer. When you stop reacting emotionally, your decisions become stronger. When you stop absorbing negativity, your mental energy becomes focused. And when you stop following the herd, your independence and confidence grow. Now, some of you might be thinking that sounds intense, or maybe I'm not sure I can do all that. But the point is not perfection. It is awareness. Even noticing these tendencies in yourself is the first step toward change. You don't have to eliminate everything at once. Instead, you can start small, removing one distraction, one meaningless interaction, one reactive habit at a time. Imagine what would happen if you could cut out the noise and fill your world with things that matter. Imagine conversations that stretch your mind, challenges that make you better, and choices that move you closer to your goals. Imagine a life where your decisions are based on reflection, not impulse, where your time is spent building something meaningful, not just passing moments mindlessly. That is not just intelligence, that is presence, that is mindful living, that is the essence of a sharp, thoughtful, highly engaged mind. And the best part is that any of us can develop these qualities, because intelligence is not fixed. It grows through habits, choices, and reflection. The more intentional you become, the more your mind sharpens, and the more you avoid what dulls your edge. So think about it. Which of these avoidance habits will you tackle first? Will you stop checking every negative headline? Will you skip small talk for deeper questions? Or will you start by slowing down your reactions? Whatever you choose, take it seriously, because small changes create big shifts. Today, intelligence is not measured by what you know, but by what you avoid, what you choose not to react to, what you refuse to absorb, and what you refuse to let distract you. That is where true mental strength lies.